Hey everyone, welcome back for end of the year builds number 4, and it was an awesome week. But to first let you know, I got an email from St. Nick, and he asked for my help because his elves couldn't keep up with that time of year. I said okay, so as you can see in the picture, yes, there was Boba Fett, there was BB-8, there was R2-D2, there was the Kodak number 4 NASCAR from 1990, and then the start of another car. And I'm going, okay, wow, you sure your elves can't do this too? And he's like, no, you need to do it. So I said, okay, keep going. So I keep just getting these little emails, so I'm just scrambling getting them done. But hey, that's what I love doing. This is the fun part. I love to build. I love to do this. So with that, guys, please, if you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button, click on the little bell, every time I upload. And as always, thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. It really means a lot. And, if you have a question about how I did a build or why I did something during a build, or, hey, Buck, can you do a video of just this technique? Please put it in the comment section, and I'll answer usually within 12 to 24 hours. And yes, I do respond to nice job, great job, what the heck were you thinking, Buck job. So yeah, the fun. But as always, thank you guys for your support and just following, and it really means a lot to me. So with that, let's go see what Santa had me get going this week. Well, good morning. It is, yes, Monday, and wow, Buck's in the studio. Yes, because it's kind of like Santa's workshop right now, and gotta keep working. So what I'm going to do today is I'm gonna first, this is BB-8 and the R2. Sorry, keeping camera. BB-8 and R2 pieces. I'm gonna get those painted and steel, because that's the best representation I found. The Bandai says silver, but I think the steel looks even better. And then I'm going to try something I've never done before. So with these are the Boba Fett pieces. The chest, the middle area, and the back, and the helmet. What I mean by doing hairspray is I'm going to go ahead and paint these guys steel. I'm going to let them dry. Then I'm going to do a little hairspray. I'm going to read over it. I'm going to do hairspray. And then once that dries, I'm going to put on the overall base paint, or the actual color that the kit is. And then I'm just going to take a wet Q-tip and just kind of start smudging. And what the technique's supposed to do is to help give that really beat up still showing that you see in the photos. I'm going to try to come as close as I can, but yeah, so I'm going to try that, and we'll see how that works. So let me get some paint down, and then I will be back and show you. Alright, well, most part the painting is now done and secured. So I'll show you. There's the R2 blue parts, and this is Arctic Blue from Vallejo Air, and I really like it. And then I did Tamiya Flat White, and then I did Vallejo Steel Air. So now the fun part, and I did the same for BB-8, but what I did different with BB-8, body and the metal worked, but I went ahead because I was not happy with, I wanted to get better paint on it, and also I did not like that orange is just too much. So what I did is I used Vallejo Model Air Orange Rust, and it looks really, really good. I mean, it really brings that out. So now comes the fun part of me starting to put these guys together, and as I get quite a bit more done with them, when I get more together, I will be back and I will share with you. But the great thing about Bandai kits, if you've ever done it, is they fit really tight and well together, and so I'll show you some of that as I go along. So let me get things moved around, and let's get started getting the droids together. Hey guys, well, definitely going to be some touch-ups, but here's BB-8. I still got to put the antenna on, but I don't want to do it yet. But definitely some touch-up, but here, let me in. Not too shabby. And I think we know this guy. I haven't put the clear piece in yet because I want to wait till after I matte coat it and do any of the other touch-ups, but here he is. And Well, almost done with the leg, but still working on that. But yeah, definitely some touch-ups. But hey, it's fun. No, you guys know that. But yeah, let me get finished up on this leg, and then because if you never put a Band-Aid kit together, they're really good. I mean, they are really good. But you'll get that squeak, and even if you try to test with some of these guys, because they're such good seams and joints, it's kind of a pain sometimes. But yeah, I do use the extra thin and then my CA. But the problem, even with the Tamiya extra thin, is even if you do like I did in paint, be very, very careful, because even if you got that clear coated and protected, this stuff will eat just through about anything. But that's all right, because we can do the touch-ups. But let me get back to working on his leg, and yes, it moves. So let me get back to finishing this leg and keep going, and then I'll show you what it's like to put this guy together. All right, so I thought the easiest one to show you would actually be the body. Definitely really look at the instructions and follow them, because Bandai's really good about, here, let me get this. So this is what I'm getting ready to do. They're really good about telling you what needs to go in first, what needs to go in second. So, and then the other thing, especially with these Bandai kits, you can, so you don't, if you do like I did, and some things you have to paint, because you don't want to try to do that without the paint, you can get these guys fit in, okay, just like that, get it fit in, and then I'll take this glue, this Tamiya thin, and basically all I'm going to do is just, just work on the outsides of it, just a little bit, because the good thing, one of these parts are really good, and two, sometimes it's easier just to get them in here. Let's see. So there's you, and there is, okay. Like I said, sometimes you gotta just really look at these guys and kind of work with them. But this will be the next part I'm going to put in. And now, because I know it's going to be into this part right here, it's going to do that. So what I do is I'll do the post, but then I'll just do the sides. I don't want to go really crazy with the glue, because I want it to be able to, I want to be able to still push and make sure that it's secure, but I don't want the glue running down. So there's those two parts right there. Very cool. Okay, now we're going to do this one. And the great thing is this Bandai is really pretty good. You still have to do cleanup, but the great thing with a lot of it is I'll just use my X-Acto. I do sand some things. I mean, I really do have to, but for like when I clip these guys out, there's some things I don't really have to do. So I'm gonna need you. So I mean, you can see they're really good about where they put these at, and like I said, you don't have to do much in the way of having to really go crazy to clean them up. 26. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So 26 and 25. Okay. I know I'm just kind of mumbling, guys. Just trying to show you. So something like that one, I definitely need to make sure on this grill that I have cleaned off that sprue better. And then the great thing again about Bandai is they kind of, let's see if I can get it where you can just see it, guys. You see that little design in there? It matches that one right there. And again, like I said, the great thing about being able to do this way, something on this, is one, I can push this in good and tight, and then I don't have to try to worry about getting the glue on the paint. I mean, it does happen, but so there's that. So I can glue it, and that's the great thing about, I mean, with these Band-Aid kits. I mean, if you're, you know, if you're just getting into it and, you know, you don't want to get into painting, or you got a child that you know would love to get into this and you want to help them, this is, you know, this is definitely a good start-out kit for most things. I mean, it is really, Bandai's really good to work with. So, okay, so there's that one. And then, because it's going to fit in there, I won't use the thin. I will take my CA and do a little bit of a dollop, because I don't really need a whole, you know, a whole lot. And then when you go to push these things in, make sure you're pretty well even, because if you're not, they're going to catch like that's trying to do. Hold on, let's try this. Oh, come here. Thank you. There we go. Alright, check it out. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, now the next fun one is this one. And again, guys, there's just... Oh, there we go. I don't want to start the glue process yet until I get this fit in there, because I don't want it to deal with that. But then again, the great thing is, once I get it in there, I can just take some of this thin and just secure it. And voila! That is that one. Now the fun thing. Now we got to do the third leg. And I'm going to have to think about this, because I think it's designed so that you can... Let me check real quick, guys. Just clean some things off. Okay. Let's see. So this one I can do this. I'm going to CA it. And I'm just going to... I'm not putting a whole lot on there, because CA is very good. You know, it goes a lot of places. It can. Make sure you have a Q-tip ready in case you overglue it, so you can wipe those seams up, just kind of like that. Just wipe that seam up, wipe that off, okay? So now I need to do... I'm going to put you guys right here. You are. And... okay, there's that one. There's that one. Okay. And again, like on the with the legs, you want to make sure. Again, I'm just trying to see where I'm at. So, because I don't want to have to glue it, because I know it's going to move. Just making sure I got those guys up. So, there you are. And then I'll just use my CA again and just dribble just a little bit, not too much. And I will get these guys, maybe, if it lets me. Come on. There we go. You, right there. There we go. Okay. Now that one's on, and put the little rollers on. Put you there, there. I said, always try to make sure you're seeing which direction this goes, because you need it to be. Like so, maybe? Nope, you go like so. Okay. And this time, yeah, I will use that then, because it's going to go a lot easier. And it's a little easier to work with than the CA is sometimes. Just trying to get these guys. Like I said, Bandai is really good because you hear that snap? That snap is a good thing. Because then you're going, all right, I know it's going. So, 20. Okay. Okay, there you are. There you are. You gotta go, and you can test fit just to make sure, but don't push it all the way on. Just make sure you're like, okay, that's what I want. So, or you do like I do and start dropping pieces. Dang it. Okay, good enough. So. Okay, there's that one. And there's that one. Okay, so this guy is now on there. And I know you... Okay, cool. I'll show you here in a second, guys. Alright, so now I'm going to put the leg in here in a second, but I need to do... You are C124. You are already done. Okay, so this is... That's you. And, okay, so now I gotta get that guy. And 24. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta find a part. I gotta see where I hit it now. There. Give me a second to look for it real quick, and I'll be right back. Got it. Sorry about that. Alright. So, this is the next part, and... Okay. Snip you there. Yep, the fun of that. Okay, and just make sure I don't have to do any really quick thing. And then just making sure. Okay. Again, like I said, if I can fit it in before I have to glue it, that is the one thing that I am going to do. And make sure, make sure you get it to sit down really good. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to make sure you're set in. Okay. Good. Now we're just going to do a little run there, a little run there, a little run there. You know what it is like, guys. Just there. Okay. So there's that part. Now that's in there, so it's telling me I need to get the leg in. Sorry about that, guys. That's my phone. So if it does what it's supposed to, I should, I'm supposed to be able just to pull this out, I think. But it just depends. Not sure. Because right now it's showing me to be all the way up. Like that. And that's just what I'm kind of like. Yeah, because it says I can push down, which is a good thing. So, there's the leg in. And now I need to grab these two. Okay. And you are to go in like so, I guess. And again, because with this, because I know this is going to be a joint where the leg's going to be able to move, I'm going to use my CA just to give a little bit more, a little bit more of a surface to play with, just like so. And again, over on this side. Just like so. And now the fun part. And I will use CA here to help get these guys joined. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just doing the points. Kind of like so. Kind of like that. Like I said, I'm not going hog wild on this with the glue. I just want to make sure I got it like so, and then okay, so now I'm going to take my rag and just make sure I got that cleared up. And because I want to make sure this stays tight, now the fun part is I'll take my clamp and let me do it this way. Not like that. There we go. And then I'll just clamp it together to make sure it has a good seam. And I mean, you're supposed to be able just to push him out, huh? Somewhat. I'll work on it here in a little bit, but that's where I'm going to leave that. And yeah, not bad, huh? So there is R2's body. And this is really cool because the way I think it's designed is so you can pull the head off and you can twist it. You're supposed to be able to twist it. I might have to go in there and sand it a little bit just to make it a little bit looser. But you're supposed to be able to, turn R2-D2's, oh, sorry, game camera. So be able to turn that, but then it's going to let me come in here and I can take the head off. And I'm supposed to be able to push this guy out. But he's not wanting to play, is he? It's alright. I mean, let me keep working on it here. Because I didn't glue it. Because I did not glue that guy at all. I'm telling you that. So. And I don't want to pull it apart, but I might have to. The problem with pulling CA apart is it just gets really crazy. And I really don't want to if I don't have to. Let's see. But I think I'm going to have to, so I can see what the heck is going on here. Yeah. Alright, I'll look at it later. Let me let this just do its thing now. And that's telling me the other thing is, guys, is that I need to been doing pretty good on this. I've gotten BB-8 for the most part. Here, I actually got the antennas on. And let me zoom out just a bit so you guys can see. So there is Mr. BB-8. Got a little bit of touch up to do, but he's ready. Yay. And R2 is getting close. So with that, guys, I'm going to wish you guys a good night, and I'll be back to work tomorrow. And hopefully I should have R2 and BB-8 done and be pretty close to getting Bo done and start on the next builds for Christmas. So until tomorrow, have a good night, guys. Well, good afternoon, and yes, it's afternoon because I busied myself this morning with lots of painting. And I didn't figure you guys need to see me do the paint, but I will show you what I did and tell you the mix or what I did. But first, I've got just a little touch-ups to do, but there's Boba Fett's rifle. Then, sorry guys, let me make sure I got it here. So, the jetpack and the armor on the arms. I did I followed the Bandai instructions for the most part on what paints I had, and I did that. So for the jetpack and stuff, it calls for JN gray, blue, and green. And let me see if I can find them for you guys here so I can show you. Kind of put stuff away, so crazy me. So I used XF12, and that's the JN gray, and on that one it was 95% of this, the JN gray. Then I used flat blue, which is XF8, and it was 5% of that, and green, like I used not the dark green. Which green did I use? Okay, I used the olive green, and I added just a drop of this, and then did these two, and that's what allowed me to get that. And it's really, really close. Then for the shoulder pads and the knee pads, it goes yellow and cream yellow, and I was like, okay, so I used my Tamiya XF3 flat yellow. Then I added just a drop of the Vallejo Metallic Air Black. Sorry, keeping camera, but this. And I added just a drop of the Vallejo Dead Air or Dead White, and mix that up really good, and it gave me that nice yellow. It's not overly bright, and it looks, you know, there. Then the body armor, show you, and the helmet, and if I can keep in camera, let me zoom out just a bit, and the other parts. So one of the chest plates. For that, it was telling you to do, you know, so I used neutral gray. Where are you, neutral gray? I wanted to show you so you guys know which one, and I got it here. I just got to remember where I put the darn thing. Okay. XF53, neutral gray, and they want you to use 60%. Then I went with XF61, which is a dark green, and I did, you know, 35% of that, and then I topped it off with, again, the olive, just to give it a little more green, and that allowed me to do that. So awesome. And then as for the cloak, or the cape as I call it, I use the olive drab, and then I hit it with Tamiya flat brown, which is, okay, where are you? Give me a second, guys. You know, I had all this stuff on, but I used flat brown, and it gave me the cape look. And then for this, for the shoes and stuff, all I did was, like, I do a little detail painting, but all I did was I went with the dark green again to do that one. So there's that. So yes, the painting for most part is up. I still got more to do on the helmet when I get ready to do that. But the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, as soon as I can find where everything is, here's the pistol. But what I wanted to share with you guys was that technique I was talking about yesterday, the hairspray technique. So let me get some things out of the way here. And so what I try to get as close as I can, but there's not 100% on that. You know, you do what you can. So Q-tips, water, and I'll zoom out so you can see what I can do, what I'm doing here. Let me just kind of move some... Oh, my desk is so crammed. I know I should probably clean it off, but I wanted to share this with you guys. So, bring you down just a bit, and here we go. So, first thing I do, and this is the first time I've ever actually done this technique, so I'm still learning. So I get the Q-tip wet, and I just start scrubbing on the paint a bit. And I have not sealed the overpaint. I have sealed the steel I did. And then basically I just start rubbing. Not crazy, but I just start doing the rub. So you start, sorry, let me get my hand in the way. So you see where I'm starting to rub down, and then you can see where I haven't. And it's actually pretty neat. I could dry brush, but then I wouldn't, you know, get that effect that I want, because I want this to, you know, look battle worn. And I mean, yes, I could dry brush it on, but you know, I wanted to try this because I think it's a dang good technique. And I've been wanting to try it, and now I get to try it. And like that. Just to give it that little... So there, we have the aging scraping. And that's the back. I mean, most of that's going to be hid. But let's do the helmet, because we definitely know right here is a pretty big part. So I get it wet again, and then get my Q-tip, let it sit there for a second. That's what I'm, and then actually what I might do, get that one. I got some pointy Q-tips, and I'll just doing that. So here's, and I'm sorry if it's not staying in focus, but there's that, and then there's that. So I'm going to keep working on this, guys, and you know, just letting it do its thing, and you know, and then I'll come back and I'll share with you guys when I have those done. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, well now I've got them all together, and now I'm going to send them over. I'm going to go get them glossed. Excuse me about that. So I can sorry, so I can add the little bit of decals there are, and then get these guys weathered up. But BB-8, R2, I still got to put that in, but I want to wait. And then see if I can zoom in a bit here for you. There we go. Alright, let's see. Stay in camera, bud. Okay. Zoom. So everything in. Now I'm going to let everything get dry. And let me just get them off of that real quick so you guys can see. Let me zoom out a little bit more here. Alright. And yes, it works. But yeah. So a little touch up on the jetpacks left, but other than that, I like this. This is very, very cool. So yeah, so now it is, I'm going to let these guys dry for a little bit, a good while. Let these guys get good and dry for a while. And then I will get them over and get them gloss coated and get what little decals need to be done. And probably we'll have those done first thing in the morning, and then it's on to another project. But hey, you know, give me just, let me get that up there. So okay, there's Boba, there is R2, and BB-8. So yay! All right, well I'm gonna let these guys get dry, and then I'll get them decaled, and then pretty well be done. The final matte coat, once those are done and be done, I'll get the decals on and then get started on another project. So, all right, I shall return. Well, good morning. Got decals on R2 and Boba Fett, so those are drying, and when those get dry, I will share with you guys because I still got to do just a touch of weathering. But now for the next two Santa gifts that Santa asked me to build. So I'm going to do, this is the AMT Kodak film old. It's an old NASCAR. This is I think 1990. I'm looking. Give me a second. 1990 is when this kit was produced. And then the AMT 67 Shelby, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I have started to do a lot of the pre-building so far. The NASCAR shouldn't take too terribly long. The one thing I did do is I started on the engine, and let me get that down there. So got the engine pre-built, started working on the roll cage. Sorry guys. So I can get that done, and getting some things done in here. And and as always, for some reason, this is NASCAR. Why did they chrome everything? I mean, even the wheels. And I don't know who you are. I mean, here, let's look at the actual car. Okay, so there's a little chrome right there, but nothing else. Oh, sorry. Let me get it up here so you can actually see. A little chrome right there in the center, but nothing else. So I did my thing, and I got this cleaned. And yeah, so the body's going to be really quick and easy. You know, that's the plan. And then get things finished pre-built so I can start putting primer down and getting these guys. And then on the beautiful Mustang that I've been asked by Santa to do, let me move stuff around. I have got exhaust. Yes, I did my dechroming on those parts. Got a lot of the body. Now I still need to put the front on, so then I can just start going to town and getting this ready to go. And let's see, what else do we have here? What else do I already have done? I've gotten a lot of the engine and some of the bottom chassis squared away, and getting the seats put together, and yeah, so the fun. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get this lovely young front piece on, and that way I can get the body painted all at the same time and do whatever little work I need to do, because when I started to play with it, I didn't do it, but the kit came and that was cracked. So that's where I'm at, guys. So let me get some more pre-building done, and then we'll get started on the fun stuff of the paint and all that. But let me get some of the pre-building squared away, and hopefully by then Boba Fett and R2 will be ready to be looked at. Because like I said, I got to do a little bit of weathering, but not much. So I'm going to get back to pre-building, and then I will come back and I will share with you guys. So I'll see you in a little while. All right, getting a lot of work done today. And I'll share that other with you, but got R2 and BB-8 now weathered and ready to go. So let me see if I can share that with you guys. And I like the little scuff. And what I did was I used smoke to help get a little more, and it gives R2 that that look. And then BB-8. So, yay! And then say hello to Mr. Fett. And let's see if I can make sure I can share that with you guys very well. So yes, I definitely liked that hairspray chipping method. It worked very, very well. And see if I can try to keep them in focus here for you guys. Let's see. There we go. Let me get that in there so you can see. And then, yeah. And then the back. So yay! Those guys are now ready and done. So, got working on the NASCAR. So let me zoom back out just a bit. So I'm not trying to... Okay, so back windshield. I masked off and I painted it black and used black. Front windshield. And something I'm trying this time with this car, because a lot of things I like to get it all put together and then paint, but sometimes with vehicles with lots of things, there's always something different. You gotta you put 3 pieces together, then 2 of those pieces need different paint than the rest, or something like that. So what I did, and I'm trying, because then I can go and do touch-ups, but what I've done is I've painted these guys on the sprue, and so I don't have to try to play with the spray, because from building starships and certain other things that car, I can put everything together and then paint it. I still got some painting to do on these guys, but here is that, getting there, and got a lot more parts painted, but then I will show you. The yellow is now in there and drying, which is really good. So I can mat this up and get it ready to do touch-up paint and decals. So I can have that all the, because that's the biggest decal part, is that. The other stuff's easy. And then here's the wheels I was talking about. So I did illuminize the cap, but other than that, and what you're looking at, and this is a technique I learned off watching other builders on YouTube, is you get that seam in the middle of the tire, and what I like about getting that seam down is it roughs up the tire. It doesn't make it look like it's, off a tree, that they've been pressed together like that. But there are those guys. So, yeah, so that's not a bad day, guys. And the Mustang is primered and ready to start taking paint and stuff. So what I'm going to do now is just let everything sit. And I mean, I've been in the studio quite a very long time today, because Santa wanted to help. So let these guys dry, and I'm going to go take a break for a little bit. But sorry, get Mr. Bobo there, and then Mr. Oh, let's see. Okay, so there's Boba, BB-8, and R2-D2. So yes, that's done. And all in all, for these 3 guys, collective time was a week. all down together, it was a week. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so there's that. So like I said, guys, I'm probably gonna step out from the studio for, I don't know if I'm gonna come back in a little bit later or not, and if I do, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. But if not, have a good night, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the bench. Well, good afternoon. Kind of like what I did on the droids, and Boba was, I did a lot of painting this morning, and I'm gonna start sharing. So getting the interior there. As I got yesterday, I got the yellow and everything on, and I've gloss coated these because I'm going to have fun with decals here in a minute. But show you this, guys, the engine, and yeah, so it's just doing really well. So excuse me, sorry about that. I'm going to do a little bit of painting because it's got it or actually I'm going to go ahead and get decals as much as I can done, and as those are drying, I'll go back and finish the painting. But yay, right? So yeah, not bad. Getting a lot done and getting a bit closer. So there's a couple of decals in here that I want to share with you. If you're, that I'm going to share with you that I do. So with that, guys, let me get things squared away here and start decaling, and when I get to those, I will be back and I will share. Alright, guys, I'm not to that decal yet, but I definitely wanted to share this with you guys. So this kit is from 1990. Now the decal sheet, the person took very good care of it, and it's very good. But here's something you should know: is one, they're kind of a pain. They're a little rough to work with, but you see that little bit of white there? That's the basically the glue on the back of the decal. So just be careful. And two, you're gonna have to soak these guys a little bit longer than what you're used to. And I just kind of got this here so you guys can see. So I haven't decal set this, or any of the back ones yet, because I want to get them all in. Because like, I don't know about you guys, but like me, or like I like to do, I can put my finger and forget that, dang it, this thing's already got decal set. But, so there we go. And the other thing is, definitely is, these guys love to keep moving around, even when you're trying to get that glue mess out. You can definitely get it down, but just don't be freaked out if you say, oh my god, where did that come from? It's on these very old decal sheets. So do that. Let me get that wet. So I'm just do the whole area because I got two more. So the reason, like I said, I'm waiting is because I just want to make sure that I don't. While I'm trying to put these on, if I touch this, it's not decal set yet, so I can actually move it. And the same with the 4 and let's see. There, okay. And actually, I'm probably going to go ahead and just get the 4 set because I'm now done in this area. I'm just doing the back now. But yeah, this is definitely something, I mean, just a little bit of extra. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And well, let me show you. So even on the front ones, I had that white glue. You could see that, but look at that. I got it all. Oops, sorry. Zoom out here so you can actually see what I'm showing you. So I got that out of there, so it's great. So with that, guys, I'm going to get back to work on this, and I'll come back when I got more to share. Alright, guys, got the body done, except for the hood. So the hood, it's labeled as one whole decal, but you got to be careful because look, you have to, oops, sorry, they split. So sometimes having to do that, it kind of becomes really much of a pain. So I thought I'd show you how I've kind of figured out how I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the big decal on, and then so it's lined up, and then I can actually put everything else where it needs to be. Kind of like the trunk, and I'll show you that when I get this one set, guys. So you have to bear with me. We are going to start working on the decals, or the last decals. Kind of like my thing with the Star Trek. You know, with the ships I do, is I like to give them their name. And better word, this is the Kodak number 4. So, yeah. But, yay. Get in there. Thank you. Like I said, these decals are old, so it takes a little bit of work with them. A little bit more patience than normal. And so like the 2 small pieces, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys out. And the big one, I'm just kind of letting it sit there for a good few, a couple of minutes so I can make sure. But, so the small ones are out. Okay, I'm going to take the big one out. And the other thing I've learned, guys, where you watch a lot of the decals I can actually remove with, my tweezers, and I do all that. With the decals this old, you really have got to just get it down and, do the thing where you part of the decals on and then you move the paper, because if you try to take this decal off without doing that technique, it'll start to curl. And so let me, as you can see, it's starting to try to curl. So and sometimes that's the only way you can do it, is just get it in there and get it out. And then, like I said, you'll see me because I use a lot. I have no problem getting this thing wet to keep it moving. So now the fun part is just getting it lined up. Okay, we're going to move it up a little bit more. Said some of these guys are old, so they're kind of fun to play with. So that's why I said you got to be a little bit more patient than you like to be, because heck, I can get it on there. And again, like I said, I take a big paper towel. I'll get that off of there, and I'll use this to help blot it down and give me the little. Try to flatten it out, get every bit out. You kind of see that so like I said, you gotta be patient. Okay. Well, for the most part, that's there. So now comes the fun part. Is what I was going to show you is these guys. And it's not too bad once you get it down, but trying to figure it out, and if you try to do the hood separate, and then you're trying to figure everything else out, kind of gets to be a pain in the butt. So, and like I said, with these older decals, yeah, you're gonna have to do the paper. So, okay. So let's give it one more little blot. There we go. And now I'm just gonna do my solvy set and let this start setting. And there's the Kodiak. Let me try to get the glass. There you go, Kodiak. And show you back here. So and there's, oh sorry, getting camera. So there's the trunk. So yay. So now I'm just going to set the body over there, and that's it. That's the last decal to do. And I have slowly been getting the, let me zoom out a bit here guys, getting the roll cage and everything in. The engine is now in. Roll cage, fuel tank's taken care of. Engine's where she wants to be. So yeah, so now I got to do one more really big paint in the dash, and then I can get this pretty well sealed up and get working on the bottom after I get everything in. But yeah, so hey, awesome. So let me get back to work. Good morning. And last night, well, after the decals got dried, I went ahead and got it matte sprayed, clear coated. Glass is in. The body is ready. And now I'm working on the under, and I will have the Kodak car should be finished by lunch, before lunch. Keeping my fingers crossed. But yeah, so not too shabby. Like I said, just got a couple more things to get done on the bottom, and then it's put the top on and get started on the next one. But I wanted to share with you guys, so give you a nice look inside. Okay. Not fix that, but that's okay. But yeah, sorry. So there's the engine. All right, so I'm gonna get back to work, and when I get it, when I get ready to put the body on, I will come back and I will share with you guys. Okay guys, well, the Kodak car is done. I know I was going to show you the body, putting the body on, but man, this kit's old. You know, it's kind of old. I got a little bit of fix to do, but let me try to share this really well with you guys. And let's see if you guys can see in there. Maybe if I turn it, there we go. Let's go to this side. Not too shabby. And then take that off. There is all that fun and goodness. And there's that. And the bottom. Like I said, I still got a couple of tweaks I need to do, and then but it's pretty well done. I mean, a couple little spots I need to, like right here, but other than that, yeah, Kodiak is done. So now on to the next request Santa had. So back to work I go. Okay, guys, let me show you this engine a little bit. There we go. See if I can. A couple of touch-ups on the paint, yeah, but not too shabby, huh, guys? Happy with that. So, yes. Now, got that done. Now I'm gonna just set the Kodak car to the side for a bit, and like I said, I'm gonna get started on the next one. Oh, here, let me do it this way. There. Now, there we go. Yay! Alright, back to work I go. Just a quick side note, I wanted to show my Ender 3 Max Pro actually working. Santa sent me an email and asked me to get some, print him some things, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I love this thing. Let me see if I can get it right there. It's just awesome. I love this thing. And yeah, so yes, and I know that's black filament, but um, the stuff I found is great because I had to get more filament, and well, gray is kind of short right now. So, but told Santa I'd take care of it. So yeah, and here in a day or so, I will share with you what he asked me to print. Right, got in that phase of just doing paint right now, but I want to show you these guys. I love that Vallejo metallic. It works really, really, really well. I love that. So there's one of the wheels, and got valve covers taken care of. Let's see if I can. And then I dry bust a little bit of metallic black on that just to help highlight that. And before I get to the body, got the interior parts sprayed, and let me share with those. I still got it on tape, so. And don't worry, there will be more to it, but yes, Santa told me that this person that he has me building for is a real fan of green, so yeah, don't worry, it's not gonna stay that way. I'm gonna clean it up. But what I did want to show you, because I'm gonna try something. As you guys know, I have those color shifters from Vallejo. Like I said, I really like them. They're great. I've been using them on a lot of my starships. But so here is the body, and I painted this semi-gloss black, so it helps show. And this is what I'm going to paint it. And color shifter. I love these things. These are great. So because of what was asked for the interior by Santa, I'm going to use the dark green tin. I think this is going to look really, really great. But that's why I did it in semi-gloss, just to make sure it shines a bit. And like I said, guys, don't worry. This is not going to be just solid. I'm going to do some detail painting in there. But, you know, that's what this stage is right now, is just getting things done so I can get things put together. And so yes, I still have lots of painting to do, as you can see. So I'm going to get back to work and get some more paint down, and I'll be back and I will share with you guys. Alright, yeah, I really do like the color shifter I chose, and like I said, it's a dark green tin. So let's see. Yeah. Alright, sorry about the overlight, but here, let me zoom in a little bit, and let me do this. Maybe come out just a bit so I can get most of it in camera for you. Okay, here we go. Man, that is freaking awesome. I like that. And I mean, I really like that. That's fun. So, let's do this. There. Okay. Yay! Very nice. And then I thought I'd share with you what those guys actually look like in the tires. Very fun. Very cool. So, fun. So, also, now that I've seen how this looks, I am going to definitely be redoing this guy. I'm going to go with the metallic paint that I have there, and I'm going to respray this whole thing and get it that metal looking, because this is a 67, so there would have been no cloth dashboard. So I'm going to get that fixed tomorrow, and yes, I will be working tomorrow. I know it's Saturday. So let me get some things rearranged. Oh, let me show you this real quick, guys. I don't get it with all the vehicles I've been doing lately. Everyone wants a blue engine block. I don't know, but alright, let me get things cleaned up, and I'll come back. Alright, so heck of a great week. I got Boba Fett, BB-8, and R2 done, and the NASCAR, the Kodak number 4, and getting started on the Mustang. So with that, guys, have a great and awesome and safe weekend. Have a great and awesome... Oh, before I do my usual goodbyes, yes, I will be, because I'm helping Santa, I'm going to be working tomorrow too, so be ready. So with that, guys, again, have a great, awesome, and safe weekend. Have a great, awesome, and safe week next week, and I'll see you guys back here on the bench.